Today's discussion point is really a look at the numbers and information that you're getting out there, and what it really means versus what you think it means. For instance, there are several services that realtors subscribe to that will provide some basic stats or interesting tidbits that they can post on social media. They can use in a presentation. They can just make to look smart or what have you. I do subscribe to some of these services, but I like to look behind what they're actually providing, and I like to kind of say, wait a second, what that may be true, but why is it true? For instance, one I got this week was that 60% of home buyers make at least 2 offers before buying a home, and 37% of home buyers make 3 offers or more before buying a home. Now, on the surface, you might say, wow, home buyers are in these really difficult markets where there's low inventory and lots of buyers, and they're in these bidding wars, and hey, basically it's a knife fight to the finish. So I kind of get how you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. That's the way it's gonna be. Not every market is like that. Number one, not every market is like that. So that's kind of number one. Number two is, if you're making more than one offer on a home, or an offer on more than one home, so a couple of things could be happening. One is you're lowballing, and there are no other offers. The seller's just not willing to take your bid because it's just too low for them, and maybe too low for the market. But you're trying to come in and get a deal, and they just don't want to deal with you. Number two, you might be in a multiple bid situation, and that kind of branches off into a couple of different areas. One is, it really might just be as simple as you're kind of playing in a pond that's too deep for you, and that there are other much more qualified buyers who want the property more. So they're willing to pay more, they're willing to give better terms, and that could be the case. Often the case is you are represented by an inferior agent, one that is not giving you the best advice on how to get a home in a bidding war. They're not putting you in the best position. They're not connected to the market, to the other agents on the other side, so that they bring gravitas to the situation, so that their word is gold. But more importantly, they're not giving you the kind of information to say, hey, pushing back on your low bid or your bid where there's 5 other offers, to say, look, this probably isn't going to get it done. If you want to get it done with a confidence interval, you're going to need to be here or there. And it's possible that the buyer is not taking that advice because maybe they don't trust the agent, or maybe sometimes they think they know better. But 60% of home buyers, and once you get to the 37% that are bidding on 3 or more homes, I can almost assuredly tell you that either they're just lowballers or their agent isn't doing their job. I personally, I don't think that I've ever been in a situation with a buyer where it's taken 3 homes, 3 offers to win a home, to get a home. It's like, hey, if you lose a bidding war, and you were in too deep of a pond, just know it. If you lose 2 bidding wars, either you got to get into some shallow water, or more likely you have to start listening to your agent. So that's today's discussion point, a look behind some of the information that's out there, to look at it in just a little bit of a different way. If you want to talk more about any particular points that you see out there that it's like, hey, what does that really mean? Reach out to me. I'll tell you what it really means and not what they're telling you it means.